Alrighty, hello, and welcome to today's stream. Good morning, folks. Happy Saturday. Good to see you all. How's it going? I forgot to check on this. Okay. How's it going, Derek? David, Warrior, always good to see you folks. I am doing all right. Can't complain. It's a new weekend. I slept like crazy last night. I skipped dinner, which is not good. But I think I went to bed, fell asleep / went to bed at like 8 p.m. And then I think I woke up at like 3. No, I woke up at 2. And I played a little raid. And then I went back to sleep at like 4, then woke up at 7. So I was just tired. That's what my body was telling me, at least. How's it going, Ryan? What's up, man? Yeah, agenda's in the chat. So it's another PvE focused day. We need to run through some Grim Forest. We got, I think I've set up, we got a bunch of mini bosses to fight, and we also have some of the the goblin fight set up. I think I've re-rolled enough to have the right team, so we're gonna run through those and also just clear out some stages in the Grim Forest. And then Faction Wars. The stars aligned. We actually have some potential progress to make in Faction Wars that aligned with the stream, so we're going to try that out. And last but not least, Live Arena. Hopefully we actually get to the Live Arena this time around. I feel like last week we kind of rushed it in, but ideally we do, 10, 15 fights. It's been a while. Actually, I don't even know. Is the season over? Basically. Okay. You got to Marius Mission 83. Oh my god. Is that... Okay, so you're on part 2. I was like, I don't remember how many there are. Top of my head. Congrats! Progress is progress. Slowly but steady. 4-hour-long FCE English. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? How it goes? Good. I am, like I always say, can't complain. I guess the more, in terms of IRL stuff, now that the snow season's over, I don't have to worry about any more snowboarding trips, which is kind of sad. But the season was not great. It's like one of the worst West Coast snow seasons in like decades. But despite that, I still got 6 days on, which is still, this is my first winter snowboarding in 3 years. So like it was nice to at least get out there. Alrighty. We can continue yapping, but we have three out of 4 mini bosses, and then I think we have like 3 goblin fights. We can't do Lashun yet, one because we haven't fought all the bosses, but I somehow actually haven't found the crowns yet. So I guess they're all, or the other 2 are It's either like in this bottom left corner, but I don't think it is because it's usually in the red zones. So I think the other crowns are just in the upper left, which I haven't been to yet. So, nice. I don't know why I didn't beat, or I think I just left this. I didn't try it that hard before just because I didn't want to. Maybe that's what was it. Might not need Pythion anymore. You can try Venalicia because she's new. Should be able to run this on auto. Roadblock is... Oh, I forgot she has block buffs too. Never mind. I mean, totally. That was the whole plan. I brought in Venalicia because she has block buffs in her kit, and that's useful against this boss because I'm a genius. Roadblock is Fire Knight hard 5. Oh, you don't have any ally attackers? How old is your account? Mortal Kombat is in like a collaboration. I don't know. I guess I could see some of them. I could see like Scorpion, right? Like he's kind of ninja-like, like aesthetically. Yo, indeed. Vitor, how's it going? Shout out to the YouTube fam. Why block Blast if Morgan is in Infinity Reduction? Oh, it is redundant, but Venalicia is just like a more interesting reviver. That's basically it. Speaking of which, hello, welcome back. Like I could run Pythion, it's just, I don't know, I wanted to run her instead. There's no rhyme or reason there. It doesn't really matter. You're well, I am well as well. You got Commodus from the Remnant Summon. Is he good? Oof. Tough question to answer. If your enemy is in Mercurial, he's absolute dog. If they're in Stone Skin, he is a beast. So, I don't know. You tell me. What do you run into more? I think his gear, or how you would gear him, is relatively unique enough that there's no harm in building him, because when he's useful. But he will be less useful into Mercurial. So. 150 days. Ah, okay. Yeah, that's one thing I kind of find interesting about the early game. I feel like people like, I don't want to say rush through it, but it's like they want to, people want to jump into like, I have to do hard mode, and it's like, you know, as a veteran player, it's like we just kind of, you know, we progressed as the game progressed, so it's a little bit easier to say what I'm about to say. But nonetheless, it is interesting to me that, like, before, it's like when you weren't ready, you just didn't do it. Like, there's no, you know, you could argue that it's better to farm normal mode 25 versus hard mode 2 or something. But the game is also just different, so that's not, may not universally be true. That's just kind of interesting. Me at least. We need burn. The Gizmat kind of makes that easy ish. We can run double burn passive. Go with that. Redos can be our damage alongside Herndig, and then Python just to keep people alive. Easy peasy. You do Ice Golem, Dragon, Spider Heart. I mean, but they're different fights, right? Firenet Hard is the hardest of the core dungeons. The rush to go for hard 10s for the Marius missions. Fair, but there's a big difference between I am farming hard 10 and I beat hard 10, right? So I you know, it might be a stretch, but I think that most people who have played for, well, I don't know, 150 days is a bit short, right? I want to say like you probably need like a year or so worth of time. It just like, it's not even like, you know, a year to know what you're doing. It's like literally a year to get enough champion diversity to be able to tackle the hard stuff, right? So I understand the desire to want to rush for Marius, but I also don't think you should be, I don't think it should be possible to get Marius in a year. Does that make sense? Because like you shouldn't have the champions to do that yet, you know, unless you're extremely lucky. But that might be a hot take. It's possible. No, I'm sure it's possible. It depends who you pull, right? But my point is that I don't think that everyone should be like, I'm 200 days in. Why don't I have Marius yet? And it's like, well, sometimes the answer is you're not supposed to. And I feel like people don't think that way. Because they see, you know, my content or someone else's content, and they're like, oh, Marius. It's like, so well, clearly I have to have Marius. It's like, well, damn, we got Marius because we've been playing for 4 years. You know? Easy for us. It's not going to be easy for a newer player to get Marius right out of the gate. So I understand the impatience. So it's hard for me to fully empathize because I've been playing the one account for 5 years. I've never started new. Skrank, Mithrala, Pelop, Spike, and Aniri. I like the Bayek shout for hard 10. You can't get crit. That is kind of cool. Honestly, I'm impressed that you're using Pelops at all. no offense to Pelops, but what's wrong with him? That is not a dude I would ever use. Not that he's bad, I don't need him. But it's good to see that he's useful for, you know, progression. I didn't even read that. What am I looking for? Oh, he's immune to burn. Okay, that's what he does. All right, Marius. We've got Riho. Could have fun with the Whisper. Honestly, that's probably, okay, that's Orion. That's probably it. Oh, I forgot. Oh, Riho, you started with the wrong ability. Oh, never mind. I did not forget block buffs. Dude, I love how like I forget something and then I accidentally actually put it in the team. That's so good. Like, oops, I forgot block buffs. Like, oh, never mind, Thoran's here. And I totally put him in on purpose because I knew that he would be useful with block buffs. Yep. I'm such a raid pro that I don't even have to know what I'm doing and it still makes sense. Not focus on Maris right now because Amos Hard is a big stop. Push me Lydia. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's kind of interesting, right? What people prioritize, because when you're earlier on in the game, I imagine, again, I don't really know, but like, you know, you have Mithrala, you have Empress, you have Lydia, you know, you have so many champions, Carnage, that you could actively pursue. So I don't know how one decides that one is more important than another. Is that all the bosses? I think that was all the bosses. Okay. Alright, now we fight the goblin. $200 days in hard C5s. C5? Is that Cobble Market? Yeah, I guess there's no HP burn here, huh? Well, there's no contactless HP burn, anyway. Orange is the hardest one to get. Really? I'm trying to think of all the free ones. Like, I understand, like, Lammasu, Mithrala, Empress, like, you just get them over time. Because Marius is pretty involved, especially time-wise, much less, like, you know, ignoring the difficulty side of things. I will say, though, that Carnage probably feels like the most rewarding. Personally. Agarith on hard with an Ugo and a Gnarlhorn? That sounds miserable. Funnily enough, though, like my like actual Nether Spider team hasn't really changed at all, like in years. Like, I just haven't gotten anyone who can, like, do... Like, at least the team that I run, I should say. Like for me, this is like Vlad is wave clear. Reliquary Tender is just, I mean, like obviously I have other cleansers, but like I don't have many cleansers that put continuous heals out there, and that synergizes with Johannarock's passive so that she cleanses more every turn. And then there's very few people who place a burn without touching people. So like I have no one better than Mordecai. Normal one's easy with Geo and Mikey spreading. Yeah. Lots of people, like, I know, I don't personally use Geomancer on my account because I think he's just passive is stupid. But that's the most meta thing, is just like block damage and Geo, and the boss kills himself. Free Orc Burner? You mean Artak? Artak attacks the spiders and they're gonna counterattack and heal the boss. So Artak makes sense if you're running a Geomancer comp, sure. This is my slowest team though, just because, you know, they have to take turns to get burned, so it just takes a while. Like the waves are quick, it just takes forever to burn the boss. And obviously, like, you know, with my account, I could definitely like just overpower it. You know, with DPS and whatnot, but it's just meh. Because I want to say all my other teams are basically like 2 minutes or less. Even like Dark Fae. So, well, like, yeah, it depends, right? Like, in that slot, right? My criteria is I want someone, because Nether Spider, I want one team for Nether Spider. I don't want, you know, to have it be affinity specific. So, I want a solid AoE nuker that has a useful A1, ideally. That is, I think, Nether Spider is Spirit and Magic, so they need to be, like, they can't be Force, they can't be Magic or Void. So I need an AoE wave clearing DPS with multiple AoEs that's Magic or Void affinity, which really narrows the scope for, at least for the champions that I have on my account. And also Vlad has he has block active skills, so that if they do get turns or, you know, resists and whatnot, they're most likely locked out and they can't extend the time of the run. But like, yeah, obviously, yeah, of course I could run Marius or, you know, whatever else meta things people use, but if it ain't broke, don't fix it type of thing. However, in like 3 more months or whatever, I will replace Mordecai with Sersha. Because when they buffed her a year ago or so, she's another champion who has a contactless AoE HP burn. And then more importantly, she increases the duration on the A1. And then when you attack her, she can activate burns. So just innately, you get the burns out there. She's extending them and activating them when you're hit. So you get a tick of burn every time they attack, instead of just, or on every time they attack, as well as when they get a turn. So it should be faster, but obviously Sersha is pay to win. So we're getting close, but not quite. 3,000-ish points to go. It's been, what, 2 years since she came out? Crazy. How's it going, Darkside? What build am I running on Vlad? Nothing special. Speed, Cruel Perception. Nothing special. Like I said, he's just wave DPS as needed, so a little bit of ignore defense. Where do I think Vlad is MVP? Nowhere. You know, being honest, like nowhere in particular, right? But like I use him just because he's very auto friendly. Like AoE block active skills on a Void Affinity champion is extremely rare, and so I know that when I throw him in a team outside of 3% resists, that wave cannot use their skills. So that's his main appeal for me. Do I plan on using Anaxia? Is that the lizard from Grim Forest? Oh, Supersonic Freya. Okay. Why do you have a 9-piece Mercurial Strategos Island? What's happening here? Of course he has Aspect. Ah, bummer. Oh, we love the 3% resist. Probably I'll use her. Lizardman for me, like I don't really have any strong DPS at all, so I might use her just because I have no one else. Got a 6-star soul for your Mezamel? I am jealous. God, he's annoying. Of course we weak hit. There we go. All right. What are we doing? Oh, we're in Grim Forest. You guys gotta call me when I'm on autopilot here, just playing the game. Alright. I think I was gonna whisper this iteration here, so I think we're running this, and this. The goal is 20 million damage. First time here, welcome in, man. How's it going? Well, now that you said that, my day is gonna get so much worse. I'm just kidding. No, appreciate it. But yeah, I'll probably use an Anaxia, just because I don't have a choice. Unless I pull Azarius or something for Lizardmen, or they... Oh, better yet, if they just add, like, the next fusion, if they make it a Lizardman DPS, I'm on board. How did we break 2 thresholds at once there? What the heck just happened? Atlanticus isn't too bad, but I understand the sentiment. Been watching some of the videos on YouTube, been following for a little while. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the content, as always. That applies to streams and videos. Because the videos are not for me, they're for you guys. Hopefully they are enjoyable. Speaking of videos, if anyone is curious, my shardless pulls video is already live. So if you want to see what I got, which is nothing, obviously, because I didn't pull any shards. That video is out there. More about the tactic than the results, as far as the importance of that video. Oh, he evaded. Lizardman done by Dumb Luck, Predator, Venomage, Galapil, Basilisk, Jarek. So is your Basilisk like 6-star Crushing Rend or something? Because my other problem on my... Do we risk it? We risk it. Cool. My other problem is like my Lizardman, I don't really have CC. So it's like, you know, if you can't control the waves, you're kind of SOL, right? As we all know. So I think, I don't even know if I've made it to S14 for Lizardman. Like, not even like got past it. Like, I don't even know if I've tried it yet, because it's just like, it's so difficult to progress in that faction. Ooh, close. Close, but no cigars, as they say. 6-star rosin is your secret weapon? I think that is a very unique opinion, but I respect it. I wish he was more useful. What the hell? Was she low enough to die? Is there something? Is there some bug with the health bars or something? I don't think Whisper was low enough to die there. I don't know why she died. To like a 10,000 hit. Maybe Melissa wasn't showing accurately. Whatever. Fine. Gonna learn how to stream from me. I mean, I'm not a pro by any means. But if you have any questions, I'm here to answer within reason. Venomage is +3. Well, I mean, Venomage is not really the one carrying the team, right, in terms of damage. Rosin should be buffed. Agreed. Knight's Revenant was the Bane. Really? Who do you... do you not have... Well, I mean, Empress is kind of like the hard carry, no? I guess it depends who your supports are. My dude, can you take your turns, please? Oh, I did the wrong ability. Don't evade. Yes. I don't know. I don't know if Ember solos it, right? That's a bit of an extreme. But, like, he's very, very strong. Dude, take your fucking turn, brother. Holy moly. Thank you. I should have just used Lydia's AoE when I had the chance, because like I didn't think we were gonna lap him like thrice in a row. Get the double extra turn. You love to see it. Let's murder ourselves. Not quite. Yeah, there's something buggy about the health bars for sure. It's not displaying right, because like I don't think she should have died. Well, it looked like she shouldn't have died there, but she did. Now I know she's full HP. Yeah, see, she took 21,000 damage there and it didn't show up on her health. Like, she should be like half health right now, I think. Maybe? I don't know. Whatever. How fast is my Whisper? Whisper Prime. I want to say she's like 250-ish. Yes, she is in Relentless. Is in Relentless. All right, 1 million damage to go, and then we're done. Might fight for top live arena 100. God damn. All right. Whale, whale, whale. All right. Basically, one more A3 from or A2 from Whisper, and we're done. Unless he. Ah, I jinxed it. God damn it. Oh, I said the ladder. That was the joke. That was intended. All right, 20 mil, we're done. Cool. Hooray! Yeah, let me double check. She is... Yeah, 253. Yeah, I guess I'll... While we're here, I'll also mention it. But, took a few re-rolls, but... Yeah, 4 attempts, which is not too bad. But finally got the God Amulet that we talked about last week. That was a rework. The Chaos Ore came in clutch here, and so we have 2 Merciless accessories for Whisper Prime, and all I need is a Merciless banner that is ideally attack. I have banners, but I'd prefer that they be attack. And then we can probably force her into 9-piece Merciless. I can make it work, because she's important. You think all the new 9-piece gear set are better than most old 6... Wait. Oh, okay. Is all of the new 9-piece sets better than just... ordinary 6-star gear? Depends. It depends. If you are if you're running out of space, maybe. If you're not running out of space, no. But also, I think people need to be a lot more deliberate with why they're keeping pieces, not just keeping it because it's stone skin, because it's protection, in hopes of a 9-piece. So I mean, it depends who you ask. I think personally, I don't care what the set is if the champion doesn't function, right? So I'm not gonna, to my point, right? Like, I'm not gonna put Whisper in 9-piece Merciless and then she comes out with 2000 attack. Like, that's an exaggeration. But, like, you know, cool, she's a 9-piece Merciless, but she's not gonna do any damage, right? Because the stats are shit, because I forced her into the set. So, to me, I want a combination of, like, the gear set plus the stats, and I feel like a lot of people just go for the gear set. And they're like, well, my Hillvie's a 9-piece Mercurial. She's only 200 speed, but I was told to put her in 9-piece Mercurial, so she's a 9-piece Mercurial. I was like, great, now she's never going to get a turn, you know? So I don't think it's as simple as 9-piece sets are better than old gear, because your old gear might have better stats. So it depends. But it depends on your philosophy. That's my philosophy. I want my champions to function at all times. And I'm not willing to compromise function for a set effect if it eats into the stats too much, which is subjective. What does too much mean? It depends what your goals are. The example I use all the time, or at least well, recently, is like Ash did a video on Harvest Jack, right after the buff, and he was like, dude, one of the best builds for Harvest Jack is 9-piece Mercurial, and his build for Harvest Jack had like 300 accuracy. So he took him into Arena, right? And for anyone who, just quick refresher, Harvest Jack, he has, no, this ability first. A buff strip, block buffs, decrease attack, extra turn into True Fear, right? He's a 9-piece Mercurial. Oh my god, it's so strong, it's so meta. But with 300 accuracy in Arena, this didn't strip any buffs, and he never landed the fears. So who gives a shit if he's a 9-piece Mercurial? He didn't do anything. Congratulations, your non-DPS buff stripper with no accuracy is the last person alive on your team. It's like, he's not functioning at that point, you know? Like, cool, he's in the set, but he's not doing anything. Like, his job, he failed. So, like, in that instance, it's like, yeah, I don't care what set he's in. If I put him in 9-piece Mercurial and he can't do his debuffs, he's not, what's the point? Put him back in Stone Skin Perception or whatever the heck you would normally put him in, so that he actually does his job. You know? Or just wait until your 9-piece Mercurial has good accuracy, and then, you know. So I don't know. It's just, so for me, it's not as absolute as 9-piece set bonus better than stats. It's like, well, depends. But like on the flip side, though, I will say like the other argument would be like my Elva here. I have her in 9-piece protection, and this banner sucks. Like I would sell this, but I was like, well, it's a resistance banner. It has survivability stats and it has some speed on it. All right, I'll put it on her because it's the last piece, and I hope I get a better resistance protection banner, and that's fine. Like that's the kind of concession I'm willing to make, because it's like I'm completing the set, but it's helping me 80% of the way, but not 100%. But I'm not going to put her in, oh well, I have an attack banner and protection, so let me put that on Elva. It's like, well, she doesn't need attack, you know, attack banner with no speed. It's like, I'll just wait for the last piece, you know. So to me, it depends. But again, that's my personal philosophy. I don't just put them in gear sets just for the sake of gear sets. But there are plenty of people who operate that way, and moreover, there are plenty of people who win fights that way just because some of the sets are BS and they just win the fight. So it can be effective. It just won't guarantee success all the time, because at some point you're going to run into people who know what they're doing. It was in Supersonic Stone Skin because you can't get enough accuracy and speed in 9-piece Mercurial. Exactly, yeah. Exactly. That's how it, you know, in my opinion, that's how it should be. But I understand that not everyone has to play the exact same way. I forgot who the 5th person was supposed to be on this team. Like, I could run Whisper again, but that's too much damage. And we only have one Reviver, it looks like. I want damage, but not like too much damage. So maybe we can run Gizmak in form 2, because Rio has the burns. Also has the burns, I should say. We don't have increased defense, which is unfortunate. And also, half the time, on average, Mikage's A1s are going to bring in Riho instead of Harima, so this might be a bit tougher. Gonna wait for better gear. You know, like I said, better, best geared, it depends, right, on what's your respective level of gear quality. For me, I have a really, really high standard for gear because, you know, I'm endgame. It's like I can't have, you know, if I put, and I've seen this happen, some people, like, because everyone, you know, they put like Galathier's and 9-piece protection, or 9-piece Mercurial. And then once you get rid of the stacks, he has no resistance. It's like, okay, well, all I have to do is hit your Galathier 3 times, and then he has 200 resistance because you forced him into 9-piece Mercurial. He doesn't function anymore. Which, again, fair enough if you want to play that way, and you're banking on the fact that the 9-piece set is going to keep him alive, but once it doesn't, you lose the fight. It's like, for me, I'd rather have a build that is not going to do that. But that's me. You pulled Gizmek recently. Do you build him like a nuker with accuracy? He doesn't need accuracy. As long as he has full crit rate, everything he does cannot be resisted. So there's literally no point building him with accuracy. I opted to build mine with a little bit of resistance. I haven't brought in Harima one time. Fucking tragic. Yeah, I built mine with like 400 something resistance, but that is definitely not required. Most people just build him in like pinpoint stone skin, so he doesn't get polymorphed. Did he steal my ally protection? What the hell? Oh, that's unlucky. I need to get ahead of him here, but I'm not going to, so Riho might die. Oh! Oh, God. Come on, man. The one time I was guaranteed to bring in Harima is the one time he evades, of course. Classic boss. Can I explain the correlation between optimal crit damage to attack, or I guess main stat? No. There's a mathematical formulation for it. But like, I don't know the formula off the top of my head, and more importantly, hellhades.com has the damage optimizer thing, calculator, so I would just use that. More of everything equals better. sort of. What? We died to the Brimstone proc breaking the shield. Unfortunate. I will say though, on that subject, like if you're comparing two different builds or like a change in a gear piece, the simplest, you can do a simple calculation, which is just like main damage stat times crit damage percentage, and then you can just compare those two numbers and see which build is better. So that's for instances where like you're trading, you know, you lowered your attack by 200, but you increased your crit damage by 20%. And like off rip, you don't exactly know which is better. You can just do that, you know, back of the napkin calculation to see like which build is more optimal. Like the exact value that you calculate doesn't matter. It's just which one's higher. A skeleton is Ward of the Fallen. It's a blessing. You're not doing so hot here, boys. I really do wish that I had the Chrysalid of Rebirth. Like the extra turn when you revive or whatever. Damn, Riho died right as she used her ability. I think we got it though. We only need 20 million. We just eked in it here at the end. Cool. GG's. That's 3 out of the 6. Where's the last one? Okay, this guy. Is that the... I think there's only 3 on this half of the map. Yeah. I lost it. Where is he? Oh, here he is. I think this one's Ninja Mikage. Yep, so this should be a lot quicker. We have 2 options. I can go Riho again, or I can go Donnie for the reset. And the Strengthen, which protects us a little bit. And just rock with the decreased defense. We're probably fine with just decreased defense from Ninja's A1. I honestly could probably run this one on auto, but I don't want it to take forever. Now we reset. Put the shield on. Heal up with Pythion. Oh, he evaded it. Oh, he evaded it again. No. Rip damage. Bro, he's evading like crazy. He's literally had like one turn. That's crazy. Oh, that is a good reminder. Today is technically the last day of being able to sign up for this month's takeover, which is next week. And so we will be picking the winner and later in the stream. I don't know exactly when, to be fair. Oh, goodbye, Ninja. Welcome back, Ninja. Whoa, don't kill my team. Extend those continuous heals. Extra turn. We love to see it. Never mind. $800,000. I think our target here is 20 million as well. Yeah. And if anyone's wondering, Mikage is in Relentless. Ninja is in Merciless. I think Pythion's technically an untouchable, but that's not really relevant. You can see the Chronophage on Donnie and Korra, which is also not really relevant. Reset here. Put the shield up. Break that. Let's heal up. Hopefully that breaks through. He doesn't die. Excellent. Now we can heal. Can you sign up again? You are free to sign up again, but you cannot win back-to-back. Cannot win back-to-back. So you would be eligible for May. All right, 4 melee damage. Ah, rip. 3 melee damage to go. Evade, 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 evade. We love to see it. We love to see it. Ooh, careful. You don't have to love me. We're done. Yay, 20 million. All right. That's why it's at least nice to like kind of sprint through these once you have like some cards built up, so you don't have to worry about resistance and you just have more damage and whatnot overall. But yeah, all right. So that's it for the exciting bits, I guess. So now we just sprint through the rest of this stuff here. Ooh, that's fun. I don't think I have that one equipped, actually. There we go. This is always, do we have Marius? No, we don't have Marius. All right, so we have to come up with something else. sad times. We actually have to try. Not really, but... Hermdig time? Yep. Yep. Hermdig is still one of my go-to DPSs when I can. Technically, he's optimized for Dark Fae, but still use him in other areas. Plug and play DPS. Theodore. Marius is in. Do we have no revivers? Sweet. No revivers. All right, let's do it. Brute force it is. How far have I gotten in the Cursed City? I think I'm at 96. Somewhere around there. We'll be trying. Which stage is it? Stage 19, Taurus Marichka next weekend. Because for this past champion training event, I maxed out, or well, not maxed out. I 6-starred Gloriaka. So we'll see if and how she can make a difference on that team. My hopes are not high because it's Taurus and Marichka, but we'll see. That's next week. Because she's not ascended yet. Waiting for CVC. Once you finish your raid break, a revamp instead of a takeover. You don't get to make the rules, man. I make the rules. I don't do revamps. I don't even know what that means. Ooh. Aw. Okay. Not terrible. Do I have a DPS for S19? I don't remember. Yeah, I guess it'll probably be Samson or Krokmar. Probably Samson. Like, I'm probably not gonna run Nekma. I haven't run this iteration in months. But like, Gloriaka's coming in. I'm probably gonna get rid of everyone with the AoE A1, but also they might work with the AoE A1s once we have Gloriaka in the team for the decrease accuracy bit, or the block debuffs to block the stun. So I don't know. We'll iterate on that next weekend. But I guess while we're here, I will mention that I was able to get S14 done, and more or less Sanguine Maria kind of just soloed as much as she could. So yeah, I think by the end of it there are only 2 people alive, and Maria's just like extra turning her way through, like lockout and then like lockout instant nuke kill thing, and then just A1 until we got extra turns to go back to kill people. Is just so she kind of carried the squad. No Marin on for revive. No, I have her. She's 5-star though. The problem wasn't the support. The problem was just like getting stunned constantly, and it just not being able to do anything about it. So that's what Gloriaka is for. So either we can block the stun with block debuffs, or we could put decrease accuracy out there so he doesn't land it. Or both. So I think she gets turn meter when she uses her ability, so it depends. We'll have to figure that out live. But for obvious reasons, I have extremely low expectations for actually beating that stage, so I'm not really too hung up on it. But at this point, like I've talked about many times, you know, I have probably like 50 something crafted 5-star chickens just sitting in the reserve vault. So if there is a need at all to 6-star someone, I'm willing to 6-star them just to see if it does anything, and if it doesn't, then so be it. Oops. At least that's the current state of affairs. And Axia will be good for the stage. Is she Spirit Affinity? I'd assume so if you brought it up. No, she's Spirit Affinity. I don't think we get her yet, though, right? At least I'm at 80. I don't know where other people are. I don't think I'll get 20 more fragments. I think it'll be next rotation for me, but I'm not sure if it's meant to be done now or later. But yeah, I mean, yeah, you need the specific HP based DPSs or you're kind of SOL, which is always unfortunate. S19 is the hardest in the Curse City. Generally speaking, yeah. It's the least friendly, but there are some very, very annoying stages. Let's be real. Should be fine here. We got Stalti, Sylvie Tormin, Earn Dig, and RCs doesn't really matter. Stack the deck with the deeps. Oh, also, I didn't realize this was a boss stage. Okay, well, I got passed up in the coalition event in our group. There's a dude from Sacred Pandas in our group, and he dropped like 700 million points, and I have like 500 and something. So I lost first place, and there's no way to beat him. I'll show you guys after. I think Mikage has the highest attack here. Yeah, so she's gonna cleanse herself every time, which is annoying, or every turn. Bummer. Is he free to play? Absolutely not. No, he's like, if anyone doesn't know, Sacred Pandas, if you look at if you go to the clan rankings, they are literally the #1/#2 clan in the game. So like it's a lost cause. Like he wins no matter what. So it's automatic GG. Actually, her changing forms is good for me, because now she won't cleanse herself every turn. Cool. But you know, I don't know if the free-to-play status really matters when it comes to the coalition event, right? I guarantee you there are plenty of people who looked at my teams and my progress and probably don't think I'm free to play either. Well, I don't know if that's 100% true, but in theory, that's true. Res, okay. Which way am I going? I think, yeah, all of this is cut off except for this path. These are kind of merging. I feel like this path should be a dead end. Let's try and follow that to a dead end. Oh, sweet, more gains in here. Awesome. Stack the deck with DPS and then hero reduction. Speaking of the coalition event, are you guys like done? Is anyone else still like? Is anyone planning to build anyone new, try something out, or are you like you've done the best that you can and it's GG's? Oh crap! I forgot about Krutraxa buff. Are we gonna get destroyed? Ow. Oh yeah, we're gonna get absolutely bodied here. Alright, well. Unlucky. Unless Ninja comes in with a really clutch freeze. Of course not. Woo! Thankfully she didn't kill anyone. Well, especially Morrigan too, because she's our anti-Wither the Crown passive champion here. Yoink! Thank you for the heals. Awesome. Ooh, more dust. See, I was re-rolling. Apparently I was re-rolling Glacea's banner. Oh, we don't have enough. Okay. Never mind. We are not re-rolling Glacea's banner. Whoa, no one from the top row. That's interesting. And the bottom row here. It's not a boss stage, is it? No, okay, it's just waves. Tomb Lord, Vlad, Ninja, Narcisse, Necmo, I guess. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. That's annoying. Out of curiosity, who's like, if you're thinking of like one legendary that you'd want to buff, who's top of your list right now? Like open-ended. I think for me, it's probably like Septimus and Altan. Nethril. We got a Nethril stand in the chat, folks. Too lazy to go for more coalition points, but you hit the 10k. Well, that's the thing, right? It's like, I'm waiting for the 2x2, the 2x multiplier, but it's like, are we gonna get there if everyone's done? You know? I hope that everyone's not done. Oh, is this not a dead end? Oh, there's the last boss. But I want the chests. I want the chests. Oh, it's a mimic. We got baited. We might actually have the mythical relic craft as well. Or again, ooh, no heal reduction. I don't think we can brute force this one. Well, no, it's force offending. Now we can't brute force. You know what? This is possible. This is possible. King Galkapar, just a small buff. Make his block debuffs. Wait. Oh, make his block buffs go for 2 turns instead of 1 turn. I see the logic. Oh, rip Carnage. Oh, that was a waste. Why did I do that? $10 speed to what? That would make him 104. I mean, he'd be more useful, I guess. I don't know if he'd be super useful. Ah, crap. I didn't realize we decreased the cooldown. Alright, heal reduction. Don't have room for decreased defense. Derp. Basically just gonna keep extending the poisons. So Tumla doesn't really have to place any of his, I guess. Make him relevant? I don't know about relevant, but you'd make him more reliable, right? That'd be the term I would use at least. I'm not opposed to it. Full disclosure. Hey, welcome back, Carnage. Good to see you, buddy. Alright, now he's below half, so we can start yoinking the turn meter, the Toyn meter. And Carnage can nuke. 400,000. Jeez. Without increased attack, by the way. Oh my god. We don't have heal reduction on, but we might not need it. Bingo. GG's. Oh, well, that's fine. I think after last rotation, I had like 80 something mythical fragments. Can't speak English. So I think I've progressed far enough that we should have our summon. Honestly, look, it's been like 3 weeks of Chimera, and I've not gotten a single mythical fragment from like either the chest rewards or like the trials, the few amount of trials I can do, which is kind of a tragic. I've been sitting at 84 for a long time. Oh yeah, we're way over. All right, 115. I have to keep reminding myself. I feel like, oh no, the Grimforged is the good one. I'm thinking Faction Wars. Faction Wars is the one where I don't really care about the mythical ones, but the lens would be great. I'm less convinced on the utility of the Coronet of Gloom, but meh. Of course, we gotta work our way up. How'd you get the Forge Pass mythicals? Some like tournament rewards or something. You have a lens? Congrats. All right, legendary, 40% chance. Hey, we got another Soulmark crystal. I've not even used the first one. Epic. Okay. And an epic. All right. Cool. All right. This is the moment. 1 in 5. Honestly, though, I would take like a Vorcardiac Heart. I would take. I can't remember the other one from the general group, but either one of those or the lens would be dope as well. 3, 2, 1, craft. Aw, legendary. Okay. Oh, sweet. This is from these are from the Coalition event. I don't need another Skull of Treason because I don't have another burner, but like arena burner, but I'll bank it, I guess, in case I ever get like Sulfurion or something. All right. Weren't they in a Deck of Fate at some point? Maybe. Like I only have a low amount because you know it's either from a tournament or from an event thing, from a Deck of Fate where I got a few flips. I don't remember. Like I don't buy, like you can see, I don't buy the Forge Passes, so. I genuinely don't know where they came from because I never look for them because I know I can't get them in mass. So your guess is as good as mine. Although, I think it was after like the Boozer collaboration last year. So many people were like in the comments were like picking up on that. Like, how does he have Forge Pass materials? And I was like, I do. It's like I didn't even know. Like, you're telling me for the first time I realized I had Forge Pass relic materials. Like I genuinely didn't know. Oof. Arn is scary. I don't want to deal with that. Classic. Does anyone else feel the way I feel? I mean, obviously, you know, it's clearly like just like confirmation bias, but like enemy ones are so much more effective than your ones. I literally had a fight in Tag Team Arena once where I think I had 3 wands on my team, like level, you know, 4 and 5, and there was an enemy Armans, right? And he did not stun himself once, and he sheeped me every time, the person with the wand, or people with the wands. And then when I finally got a turn, my Siphi on that team slept herself 3 times in a row, hitting their wand. And I was like, yep, sounds about right. All right. So yeah, so this is where I'm at in the Coalition event. And so this guy, Sacred Pandas, it might not be the primary Sacred Pandas. It's a, you know, it's a whale cluster, so it doesn't really matter. But like, not even remotely close. Like he's gonna win. Like I was worried about this dude, but this is insurmountable. And the worst part is, he didn't even try on stage 5. Like, I don't think he's done yet. Like, there's no way this is his final team. Like, he doesn't need to try harder, in fairness. But, like, I'm pretty sure he could do better than Thor, Chalco, Carolon. You know, if he wanted to. But, like, he has Teox Ninja for Team 1, which is, like, there's no way I can compete with that. Triple ally attack. Triple ally attack. No, quadruple ally attack. Because, yeah, all 4 of these guys have ally attack. So, super powered ninja plus the supercharged ninja with the Teox. Another Teox bringing in Fenax with double, or, yeah, with that 1 ally attack. And then he has the counter attack here from Fina, and then a Thoron. I think he's in Merciless. This one surprised me a little bit, to be honest. And I guess Paulus as well. Then here is the one, he has a faction unity champion with the blessing, but also it's like triple. I don't even know. So I guess he has 6-piece impulse, and then 1 protection, 1 supersonic, and 1 merciless accessory. Like, that's his entire build. But reduce the ally attack as much as possible. Tholan with the weaken A1. Gwendolyn doing Gwendolyn things on Harima Mikage. So lots of the thing is, I will, you know, I didn't build Tholan, but like I appreciate the, you know, him kind of coming out of the woodwork and doing work for a lot of people. Really cool. And now, you know, like 3 years later, I do maybe have a little bit of regret about not going for Gwendolyn when they offered her up in a deck of fate, but who knew? In terms of the clan, definitely not going to beat the clan because there's a couple of Chishiros in the clan. But yeah, I don't know. We have, I mean, 2 weeks is a long time in fairness, but I hope we get to 2. That's all I could say, I guess. I hope we get to 2. It's slow and steady and we're moving, but I'm kind of tapped out. I've given up on this. I just don't have something else to kind of close the gap. And it's like, it's close, like 10 million, but like it's so distant that it doesn't really feel achievable. And then the rest of these are basically as good as they're gonna get. I actually tried this team without Galathyr and I put it in Wallmaster with Thoron and it did less damage, surprisingly. So I was trying to go like Krokad, Varl, Chayak, and then Lanicus and then Athorion for like But I guess the turn meter boost of Galathyr with the A1 and the A2 was missing, and so that actually equated to us doing less damage, getting less turns overall, despite a Thuron adding more damage than a Galathyr would, obviously. You booked Lanicus just for this? Oh, dude, you went harder than I did. I didn't book her. She's in Relentless, as you can see there. Where is she? I'm blind. Oh, there she is. Oh no, she is booked. Never mind. I lied. I did book her for this though, but I guess she is booked. I might have booked her because she used to be on my Bommel team. Maybe? I don't remember. Or maybe I just needed someone to book and I just did it. Just ignore my 110 mythical, or mythical, good god. Ignore my 110 legendary tomes. I don't have anyone to book at the moment. I'm gonna book the Fusion because I'm gonna obviously use her and Hydra and maybe, well, definitely Faction Wars. So, but she only takes 8, I think. And really don't need to book the A1, right? So somewhere between 4 and 8, depending on RNG, is where I'll stop on her. I just want the A2, the A3. Okay, we got time. We got 3 hours of live arena left. Alright. Faction Wars. So. This stage is so, like, it's very doable. The problem is wave 2, and obviously I could just cheese it with Sir Nick and Lady Noelle, but that's no fun. So we're trying to not do that. And actually I need to swap gear around real quick. Super Saver is 5 mil badge, something you never attempt. Oh, you mean the CVC badge? No, not a chance. Just to put it in context, I haven't even done 500,000 in a CVC. I don't know what the hell it would take to do 5 million. Like, I assume I'd have to burn, like, you know, 3,000 gems in Spider or something, or Sand Devil, you know, to get a ton of points, and then pull shards, and then book a bunch of things I don't need to book. It's just like, if the badge did something, then maybe, but like, I don't see the utility of getting the badge. All right, so we're gonna yoink some gear from Bayek and Cryoden, but you'll see it as we go through it. Essentially, my problem that I've been trying to solve, and I got close, but I didn't quite come up with the solution just yet. But the problem is the Tetsuya wave on wave 2. And maybe just like overall like target prioritization. I'm not exactly sure with the proper order to go in. So I'll explain when we get there. But I did book out, or not book, I did build out 6-star Basim here. So one of the assassins. Because he has AoE block active skills. Which is helped me get further in that particular wave. But not quite get through it. Because I know if I can get through wave 2, I can slow roll my way through the boss stage and eventually get it done. But you know, easier said than done type of deal. But basically the logic here is that we have nested CC with Lady Noelle and Glacea. We have freeze, AoE freeze. And then Basim is kind of a little bit of backup coverage with the AoE block actives. All right. Boozer just completed it. I mean, but there, for me, there's no incentive, right? I don't care to collect all the badges. There's no utility there, right? It's just like a flex, I guess. But I only care about badges that feel achievable within reason, and that one feels unachievable and unreasonable. Like CVC, I always put it in the category of this is like whale territory, so I really don't care about winning CVC. Don't tell my clanmates that. Alright, so this is the pain of Wave 2. So basically, Basim is unbooked, so we have a 75% chance of placing block active, so if we don't place it, then we just restart. And the only person we really need to control is this guy. So ideally here, we would freeze, we'd proc Jingwang's passive, and then what I found most effective here is we kill Mikage. Oh, well, that's awkward. Well, normally we'd kill Mikage, we got unlucky there. But essentially, I've tried it in multiple iterations where if I kill Jingwan, Mikage cleanses Tetsuya and then he just kills my team. If I kill Tetsuya first, Mikage cleanses someone else and then they kill my team, and then Jingwan, you know, just does his big AoE and he's HP based. So I found that I've made it the furthest by actually killing Mikage so that she doesn't cleanse Tetsuya. But the problem is that lets Jingwan do his AoE unless he has block active skills, which we didn't land in this case. So this is probably just a restart because Jingwan's gonna, like, Mikage is alive, so she cleansed Tetsuya. Basim died. Tetsuya's gonna get a turn here shortly, and then it's gonna kill basically everyone on the team. And we're locked out, so GG's. All right. So I don't know who to kill. Like, we got unlucky there because Fanax didn't do his job, even though he had Deaker's defense on. I guess he just low rolled and didn't hit Helm Smasher once or something like that. But that's the idea. Can you feel me now? 77,000 gems for the energy to do 5 million points via dungeons. Yeah, that sounds completely reasonable. Always go Tetsuya. I'll try and show you, but that was my initial thought too, and it just didn't actually end up working. Again, this is full disclosure, right? Like, obviously I could use Sir Nick and then we just stay unkillable and we kind of just tank their first onslaught. Granted, obviously Jingwan can strip buffs, so with a protection set on Sir Nick, which I do have, it could work. But that's no fun. I'm personally just not a fan of cheesing my way through everything. If you get block actives on Tetsuya and Jingwan, you'll be fine. Incorrect! Because Jingwan's A1s transfers debuffs. You can't target Jingwan with the initial freeze because he's immune to it, so it doesn't count. We got unlucky there. Like I said, that was bad RNG that Fennex didn't kill Mikage like he normally does. It won't trigger his passive. No, it will not. It can't trigger the passive because you can't place the freeze. It's not that you froze him and he removed it. It's that you can't place the freeze on him, therefore it doesn't work. Okay, we're just getting really unlucky here with the didn't really want to waste that. Oh, Fanax, please stop weak kidding. Thank you. Okay. Okay, there's the freeze there. So if I kill I don't think this setup has actually happened before. We've never actually landed it on everyone. So we can try to kill Tetsuya, and we didn't. That's the other problem if we weak hit. So then now we're dead. Yeah, we're dead. Unfortunate. The other thing that, like, isn't necessarily possible, but if there was a way that I could get back-to-back turns on Fennex, that would be, like, the best thing. Like, I don't have one, but, like, if I had a Chrono Cube, I would put it on him just for this. Although, no, actually, that would trigger on wave 1, wouldn't it? Maybe not. He's in Merciless 6B, so, like, I need the ignore defense. Obviously, running him in Relentless could have a chance of rocking stuff. Yeah, but the Relentless, he wouldn't hit as hard, right? That's the other thing. Like, he needs to hit hard enough. Like, I need him basically anytime he does an A1, I need him to kill the person. So, you could argue that, well, you're trading a little bit of, ah, crap. Okay, we got lucky there. Ow! Martyr? I do not have Martyr. We're gonna weak hit here. Yep. Oh yeah, by the way, Jesus Christ. Yes, Lady Noelle does have a Wanda submission. And yes, you did see her not reflect the true fear multiple times in a row, which tends to always happen. This is a bad run. We weak hit too many times. I do wish that, like, the I wish that freeze didn't lower your damage output. Like, I understand it needs to be different from stun, but it is nonetheless still unfortunate. Well, you're the easiest to kill, so you're next. Would Martyr really make that much of a difference, though? Woo! I thought he was going to double weak hit. Freeze should increase the attacker's crit rate. Now you're just pulling stuff out of your ass, man. Yay, we love Permavale. Permavale, so fun. Oh, the other thing to consider about for anyone who doesn't understand exactly how Tetsuya works. Oh, I forgot we can do the extra turn. If we have it, at least. He gets turn meter every time someone takes a turn. Ooh, God, don't kill him. So right now I could go for the AoE freeze. But Mikage is going to cleanse Tetsuya. Or she's going to cleanse Jintoro. And then he is going to steal turn meter and kill someone. So I don't want to waste Lady Noelle's revive when we're going to need it literally in one turn. So I think we try to go for the heal on Fenax, try to keep him alive. There's his debuff transfer. So now Jingwan is reactivated, right? And this is where things start to fall apart. Like, I can do this freeze, but if I revive Fenax, he dies to Jingwan's AoE. So we're not going to do that, at least not in this exact turn. But the problem is, all the time while Fenax is dead, I can't do anything to kill anyone. So I think here we have a moment, because he's going to get his turn before Mikage, so she's not going to cleanse. If Jingwan gets a turn here, his passive will reactivate, and he would have cleansed it anyways. That's going to go for the... Oh, he transferred the debuffs. No! That's unfortunate. Alright, we got to go for the Hail Mary. Oh my god! No! Mikage's going to change forms now. Oh, well, it's not really better. God damn it. That's why, see, like, I don't know. Who's more dangerous there? Jingwan or Mikage? Because Mikage is what screwed me up right there. Because that ally attack cleansed Jingwan again because of his A1. Which is why I want to get rid of Mikage. And also she cleanses whoever the highest attack is. So it's like you have a limited amount of time to CC the attack-based nukers while she's alive. That was a better run, though. Well, that's unfortunate. That's also unfortunate. I was also thinking about the Perched Shadow on Fennex. I could use that. But that only works if I use one of his other abilities prior, and then he uses his A1 and gets back-to-back turns. That was greedy. But Elva's annoying. Yoink. Ow. I will say also that my Lady Noelle has like 470 resistance. So I'm actually not really sure why she's getting debuffed on wave 2. Like, no one on wave 1 lands anything on her, but wave 2 they do. Obviously the stats might be a bit higher. Well, okay. That was a 3%. That does not defeat the statement I just made. That is funny though. But anyway, my comment earlier about Tetsuya's passive is that basically you have a limited amount of time. Like, you get a limited amount of turns before he inevitably goes, and so you have to have a certain amount of speed across your team, otherwise it just doesn't work. Do not land the freeze. We did kill him. So now this changes things. I don't want to waste her AoE freeze because it's not going to land. She cleansed she cleansed him. He's going to die, or they both died. He's going to do that. Yeah, see, both of them landed their debuffs. I don't know why they in my mind, they shouldn't be able to land their debuffs. And now we have decreased accuracy, so we can't really do anything. It's a little ill-timed. So he's going to do his big thing, which hopefully doesn't land. But it does, for unknown reasons. Doesn't matter because we have decreased accuracy on. I don't even know what we're wrong on that one, to be honest. I don't know. Let me check Hell Hades. Like, unless Jingwon can't be resisted, I don't remember that being the case though. Yeah, they're not irresistible. So we're doing stages tool. Faction Wars. Sacred Order, hard. 21. Oh shit, he has 500 accuracy? Oh, no wonder. Okay, we're nowhere near enough. Wow. Well, that explains it. Why is it so high? Are they getting like, are they secretly getting Mikage's aura or something? They are. Okay. Well, there's that's not possible. Like, there's no way I could build her with 600 something resistance and also have enough accuracy to actually land the freeze, and also be fast enough to take a turn before Tetsuya. That's good to know. And also, Lady Noelle's in, she's in regen to try and keep her alive. But like, even if I ran her in feral, he starts off with the buff strip, so it would get removed unless I switched her to lightning cage and then hope the feral didn't get stolen. So, which is more RNG on RNG on RNG, which I just don't like. Is this the definition of insanity, guys? Eventually it'll work. I don't know. I do wonder though, since, like, you know, most of the time the wand really doesn't do anything on her, I'm wondering if it's worth it to go for the Soulmar Crystal instead. Just for the instant turn. But I don't know if that solves... Does that solve anything? It might actually. Okay, we got greedy, but it paid off. Although he's gonna veil him now, which is annoying. Okay, we got lucky, he didn't crit. Please freeze, thank you. No harm in trying, I guess, since we have a bunch of extra Soulmar crystals anyways. Alright, so we soften him up a little bit. Oh, rip. Didn't place it. What's the cooldown on this? Oh, it's once. Okay, once per round. That might be all I need, in fairness. Why does it go circle, diamond, circle? That's so weird. Alright, put these in, I guess. And I'm sure some people are grumbling to themselves about the Sigfrins that are obviously would be helpful as well. They do exist. But also they don't exist. If you're wondering why I'm like using Basim's ability a turn early, just because he, like I said, he's not booked. So I want to make sure it's off cooldown by the time we get back around to wave 2. So even though it's redundant with the freezes. So I guess the ideal start is what we had earlier, right? Where we land block actives on Tetsuya, obviously, or else it's kind of a no-go. And then we also land it on... oh, it's... God. Okay. We landed on Tetsuya. And then ideally we also land it on... Jingwan. Why didn't everything is permitted proc there? Weird. That's not good. Didn't land decrease defense. Yeah, this is a gamble. Well, just for this... Yeah, just for this, because this is already suboptimal because we didn't land a decreased defense. The AoE's not strong enough to kill anyone. I'm just going to show you the alternative method where we try to kill... we try to kill Mikage first. So right there, I guess that was unlucky slash not the best move because he killed Fenix anyways with his A1. So we can freeze them again, but now Jingwan is gonna Jingwan. And if I revive right now, they're gonna die immediately. And we're dead. Alright, cool. Yeah. It's almost like I need, what's that? What's that thing that veils you? Do you know what I'm talking about? That relic that veils you or something? Is it this one? No. This. Yeah. Like, so, because what I want them to do, I want them to take turns, but I want them to not attack Fenax. And the best way to make that happen, I would think, is we get the Veil on him. I'm not sure any of these really matter. Not really getting any turn meter on them. Turn meter reduction effects. I don't know, it doesn't really matter. What are our chances here? 25% chance raw, and then it increases if he's lower health, which is definitely going to happen. So we could try this. You know, the Malefic Talon or whatever he had on doesn't really matter that much. It was just like a crit damage stick. So I was never too attached to that one. But essentially, that's all I need. Like, like I said earlier, I need Fenax to get 2 turns, more or less. Oh, Jesus Christ. But I guess I'll take a moment and just say, you know, shout out to Glycea. Super fun after the buff, especially. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay, our base, I'm gonna need you to stop doing that. Okay. Apparently we can't make her stop doing that. Did we not land the decreased defense on Elva? I guess we weak hit. I'm only burning Glycea's A3 because it's gonna take a while to kill Alva and our base. Did I get April? I do have April. What are you thinking there? See, we didn't land it. Yeah, see, this is the conundrum here. So I guess in this situation, it doesn't really matter what we do because Fenax is going to die because Jingwan is uncontrolled. So we have to go for the kill on Tetsuya. Let's just go for the increased speed, even though it's not really going to matter because it's gonna get purged. We actually lived. If we could cut in before mission, of course not. Okay. It's like, actually, if we could take a turn before Mishinaki, we could kill Jingwan, but no, of course not. Okay, well, GG's. I don't think we proc the passive yet, so. God, dude. Nullify Tetsuya. Well, I mean, it doesn't matter because she's not 6-starred or anything. So, I couldn't use her today. Does that help me though? It doesn't matter, right? Because Mikage, we cleanse it off, right? What we really need is they need to allow me to use Carnage in Sacred Order. That's what I need. It's like, bend the rules just this one time. God damn it. I do hope that they add more block passive champions. Like long term. I think that would be really, really strong for the game. Like AoE, I should say. AoE block passives. Because if I could start with that, then Mikage won't be able to cleanse, and then Tetsuya won't make everyone immune to turn meter decreasing, so, you know, Deacon would be more useful. He wouldn't get the turn meter, Mikage wouldn't cleanse, Jingwan couldn't stop CC. Like, if we had AoE block passives, that would be, like, super, super clutch. Wait, how did he just freeze himself? Oh, the double weak hit. Rip, dude. Okay. Thankfully, we had our freezes off cooldown. Please die. Thank you. Mikage is so good, you pulled her this week. Congrats! Yeah, Mikage is amazing. Can you believe that people were down? Oh, shit. People were down on her when she first came out. I mean, I guess that's kind of a norm, to be fair. Okay. Do some damage. Come on, block actives. Yes, sir. Never mind. No, sir. Fuck. That's not good. Oh my god, of all the times for that to happen, that was really unfortunate. Okay. I don't know. Fanax was so low that Tetsuya's A1 killed him, which is unfortunate. I don't know if Wixwell is fast enough, but like he would be like the other option, like obviously the provokes and whatnot, which would help proc Jingwan early. But then we won't necessarily have as much control, but maybe we could like pinpoint our way and protect ourselves from stuff. I don't know. He might not be fast enough to go ahead of Tetsuya, is the problem. Resisted on the Deaker's defense. Unlucky. Wait, what? How did we not land the provoke? It's a 100% chance. Oh, jeez. We kits go crazy. We kits go crazy ×2. Wow, was this turn meter that low? This turn meter was so low that Deacon's 15% proc is passive. That's actually funny. Well, unfortunately now he's gonna kill people, which is not fun. Oh, he just didn't crit. We got lucky there. Yeah, he's just not fast enough in that moment. Gusei is 295. In theory, though, I could probably drop some resistance and make him a bit faster. Like, in theory, though, because Tetsuya is going to run to the front of the pack in terms of turn meter, we could try and provoke him right out of the gate and waste his first turn. And then Fanax should be able to kill him afterward. Oh, no, these are Ascended Boots. Never mind. There's too much magic affinity. And again, Mikage cleanses, remember? Tetsuya's magic affinity, so I could weak hit. And then whenever Mikage takes a turn, she'll purge whoever's not dead. So it's too slow. You need more burst. Actually has a lot of accuracy built in. I guess it must be the banner. That's resist. Oh, that's a lot of speed though. Wait, where is his resistance coming from? Ah. Like everything I'm seeing, like speed, accuracy, speed, accuracy, speed, accuracy, speed, accuracy. This is a bit slow, I guess. For the moment, let's just put this on him. So now he should be tied with, or maybe slightly ahead of Glycea in speed. So hopefully that's enough to get him to go. Yeah, okay, he's faster. I guess that doesn't necessarily solve the problem, because if I go for the provoke on the A1, we still have the problem of, like, we might be able to kill Tetsuya first because that wastes his first turn by getting him. No, actually, no. What am I saying? We can't provoke him because Jingwan will purge it. I didn't think this through. Ah! Holy turn meter boost. I was unlucky. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. And the annoying thing is when Tetsuya's first move is to steal your turn meter, right? And he's gonna go for the weakest person, which is gonna be Fanax in this instance. So we provoke him, Jingwan purges it, which is not what we want. Like, I doubt it, but like maybe no, I don't think it works that way. Because Jingwan's passive is at the end of the turn. Ah, fuck. Okay. That could have been worse. Of course, we don't land the free. Then she cleanses just before we go. Elva, eat a dick. Eat a dick, Elva. Of course, we weak hit. Little late on the block buffs there. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, we got greedy. We got greedy. We double weak hit. Unfortunate. Agreed. Oh, jeez. Now we're getting resisted for no reason. We're doubling down. Oof. Yeah. If there, gosh, or if there was just like a stronger like big money DPS. Oh, resisted. So once again, we have this conundrum, right? Where if I revive right now, Jingwan kills him with the AoE, so that doesn't really help our situation. And then now we have Decrease Accuracy on. We're not going to land anything. Have we practiced passive yet? Oh, we have. Oi, stop attacking her! Alright, yeah. Quick spell is not the answer. I don't know. This is just so stupid. Because the other thing I tried before was using Alice in the same gear that Basim is in. So instead of going for you know, a debuff that could be cleansed, right? I was trying to do like you lock them out for 2 turns, and that buys you time to do something. Which might work slightly better. The only problem is that, like, you know, if we weak hit Mikage, that she's still gonna ally attack. But in theory, she should ally attack the lead, which is Deacon. Maybe we should put Lady Noah on the back so she doesn't get the ally attacks. Just for S's and G's, we can try to oh, I'm gonna say it's global. Only because I haven't tried this with the relic, the different relics on Noelle and what's her name? Vanax. His name. Actually, that resist actually helped me for once. That was nice. Once again, 3% resist actually helping us out. Is this a good omen? Maybe it's a good omen. Ow. Jesus Christ. Have I told you guys how much I hate Elba Autumnborn? But only when she is an enemy. Okay, that's a really unfortunate resist. In every other instance, I do actually love my Elba. Of course, you double weak hit. Alright. Elva has her cleanse, probably. Or maybe not. Oh, I remember what the problem was. So, what happened was, or what would happen, is if we locked out Mikage, she would change forms. And then it would get stunned. That was the problem. So it's like we need to lock out We need to lock out Jingwan, and we need to lock... Well, everyone but Mikage. Like, it would be useful, I guess I should say. God, Permaveil is so annoying. Okay. So we start off like this. We go for the big. We locked out everyone but Jingwan. So in this case... Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, I'd really like to cut in here. No! Aw, man. Greed. We got greedy. We low rolled there. That was just unfortunate. The only reason I did that was because Tetsuya was locked out in that instance. So there was an opportunity to actually kill Jingwan. But Jingwan also randomly resisted the lockout, which is really unfortunate. I think we also did, in that instance, we did lock out the Mikage, so like I said, she changes forms. Which is annoying. So it's like the one rare time where I actually do want to weak hit Mikage and not lock her out so that she stays in Form 1. Because the AoE stun is just like GG's. Compared to everything else she does. By the way, appreciate the follows, everyone. Or no, Elva's gonna get the cleanse here, which is unideal. Yoink. Oh, actually, for once, Elva's Permaveil benefited us. There we go. All right. Also, I think I need to do a better job of making sure that Fanax is not low HP when we're going into the next wave. There's our perfect veil proccing, which is nice. Oh, I guess that's the other thing that kind of, yeah, if we need the veil to proc right after he goes, no matter what he does, if he kills someone or he doesn't kill someone, that way he can hide from Tetsuya for that one turn. Because I think Tetsuya's ability, someone can read it in the index, but I think it's he targets someone and then he attacks two other people. We did not get the veil, but now we can freeze. Jesus Christ. That True Fear was really unfortunate. We gotta get rid of that increased attack because that's very deadly. Okay. We didn't land it. We gotta go for it. No! The double weak hit! No! Anything but the double weak hit. Oh, Fenax, you let me down, sir. Please freeze. You didn't freeze. We're dead. Oh, that's so unfortunate. God damn it. That was our one chance, dude. That can work. Oh, that was so close. That was a waste, actually, because Fenax can kill him. I had so much hope for a second. Oh, man. But there's a good example. Like, you see how, like, Tetsuya, like, he gets, his turns are so random because they're based on when you get your turns, and he boosts turn meter every single turn that anyone takes on your team. And so, like, if he goes right after Mikage, then he's cleansed. But if you get lucky... Okay, that was quite fortunate. But if you get lucky and he does it, you know, after Mikage, then he actually has a chance of being CC'd, assuming that, you know, Jingwan is dead. This is unfortunate. Oi, don't freeze my team. A little late, but it's fine. This looks like you're trying to get hard to yeah, I mean, look, you know, I don't pretend like this is easy content. God, fucking stop, you and your low ass turn meter. God damn. So yeah, so like that's gonna weak hit, or it's just not gonna kill him anyways. It doesn't really matter. We have this again at least. Please land, thank you. The other downside is that like this build is meant to get Alice like super fast, or whoever that slot is. So we don't also have the luxury of, like, she's not gonna hit that hard, like, damage-wise, just because I'm trying to get her so fast, because Tetsuya cuts in. We didn't lock him out. And see now that God. He just one-shot her from full HP. Yeah, nah, GG's. Jingwan the Nuker. Just a casual 44,000 hit A1, by the way. What on earth is that? A double 3% resist. Okay. See, now, like, I've, like, tasted the jaws of victory there. Or, like, we're on the edge of victory, so now I feel like this is possible. So I'm, like, hard committed. At least for the next, like, half hour or something. I don't know. Because honestly, I didn't think it was gonna work, and then I was like, alright, we're gonna try with Alice, because I tried this before, and then I'm just gonna give up and move on. And then it almost worked, and I'm like, wait, hold on. There's something here! Ooh. Low rolls, hate to see it. No shot. Oh my god. Okay. Well, now I can't frickin' freeze him because he has block debuffs. Oh, that's an ideal. We don't have Deacon's abilities ready to go. We locked everyone. But we don't have Deacon's defense out there. Wait, I thought, oh shit, I thought we landed a freeze already. Oh, now we die. That was unlucky. We did too much damage too soon. Like I didn't think Alice was actually gonna kill Elva there. That was a waste of a run, which just always sucks. Because we would have killed Jingwan there. Like if we had Deaker's defense and the shit. If we had Deaker's defense and the weekend, we would have killed him. Nope, 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 nope. No, the boss will be easier. Because we have block debuff, so we can prevent the freezes. And we can just focus the boss down. Like, obviously the minions might kill us, maybe. But we have two sources of freeze, which should be able to, you know, keep them at bay. And then we just focus on the boss, DPS him down. That's the thought anyways, we'll see. I could be wrong. That's unfortunate. Why are we just like not killing anybody? Don't do that. Got lucky that he was under the freeze there. Oh, didn't land it. Oh shit, I thought she was gonna kill Okay, she has to kill one of them. Alice will kill one of them and get her thing off cooldown. I think. There we go. If he kills me, he's not gonna be full HP. Unlucky. Oh, it reset the wrong ability. That's unfortunate. Alright, today's not the day, folks. Like, again, aside from just like the cheese comp, I really don't know what people are using to get past this. This is just so frustrating. It's like maybe, you know, Cardial with the revive on death. Maybe Constantine has enough like firepower to just like one-shot the waves or something. I don't know. Cupid is Venus, so you're constantly counterattacking. Valmond, so he's immune from damage. I don't know. I guess He-Man would work too if you just one-shot somebody. But I think, unfortunately, I think most people are just like Cernic, Lady Noelle, that you kind of just cheese it. Ah, yes. This is what we want to see. Interesting. I guess he's in Savage. Savage and Mercurial? I don't know if that's the way to go on a Marius. The other side of this is like also, you know, when it comes to Faction Wars hard, it's like I'm not trying my hardest to really beat the stages. So like even if I beat that stage, it's not like, oh, this is the last stage and then I have Polara, right? So like if that were the case, I'd be a little bit more desperate to try just about anything, but because I know that there are like 10 other factions that I'm still struggling on, that's like, eh. I'll put in a reasonable amount of effort with like the bare minimum, and if that doesn't work, then fine. But like, you know, 37 here, 40 here, 40, 50s, 30 here in Bannerlords. Like, there's so much gap or so much room to progress that like I don't really care if this one particular faction is stuck here. I do think it's possible though to get at least past wave 2. We just need the Star Sword line like they did that one time, and then we actually need to kill Tetsuya and not double weak hit. But it's definitely possible. Just today was not the day. And I'm over it. So let me put my gear back on. Which does mean that Basim can go back to the reserve vault. Sorry, dude. How's it going? Your team was Noel, Shemail, Cupidus, Rashcard, and Nick. Oh, that's a run-on. Okay, is there something wrong? No, there's nothing wrong with using that composition. I personally don't like cheesing my way through stuff, so I don't like block damage and killable, and then you just can't die. Like, it is a real strategy. It's just not a strategy that I prefer to use. So there is nothing wrong with it. Pilar is not a reason to do it. Sure, but like that's the only incentive I have, right? Like for me, trying to do as much as I can. Well, like I said, I'm not trying my hardest, right? Like if I was trying my hardest, I would be rebuilding I'd be building Cernic, Lady Noelle, and just choosing my way through it. If I really, really wanted to get it done, right? That's what I would do. So I don't care enough to really try. So I'm trying to do it with the builds that I have on people already, within reason. A little bit of gear swapping here and there, and that's like I do what I can. Like I have three factions that are fully done, which is Dwarves, thanks to Hilvy, Knights Rev, and then Undeads. But like other factions, I'm basically just like I'm letting the game progress and hopefully give me more useful champions over time that make a difference. So like Dark Elves, I'm not doing anything until I get Mavara, and then I'll try it again to see if she makes a difference with her kit. But like Ogryn Tribes, I'm basically not trying anymore until they give us something else. Like Lizardman, same thing. I'm not trying until they give us something new, because Lizardman is just so trash. Show the Knights Rev team? I can't click on that faction. But I mean, well, the team I use to beat various stages varies because it depends on what the stage required. But I when I farm it, I just run stage 16 because it's the easiest one to do on auto. I don't want to try to farm stage 21s and whatnot because the waves are just absolute ass to deal with. But yeah, I have Narcisse and Korra, Rector, Tomb Lord, and Empress. And Narcisse, Empress do the lion's share of the carrying. Make sure I did. Yeah, okay. We did. I used my arena token, so we're good to go there. All right, live arena. Wish the new fusion was a lizard? Or the new... Wait. You wish the new lizard was a fusion. What new lizard? Oh, this dude? Has anyone done a showcase on this guy on the test server? I haven't actually seen him in action, so I don't know how good he is. But I assume, you know, he's up there with the Lars and Zavias of the world. I assume. But Poison is decent for wave content, for wave clearing. So I personally would still prefer a raw DPS for Lizardmen. Like, just like give me a, you know, a Teox-esque champion, not necessarily as broken as him, but just like someone who's just like raw damage, build him full attack or whatever, or defense. I don't really care, to be honest. Tyraku did? I don't watch Tyraku. No offense, of course. I'm trying to think. I don't think anyone's builds changed in the past week. We did Marius last week, where we got this lovely chess piece. So he's still 297. Unfortunately, it's kind of good and bad, but my Marius is like so fast now at 297 that he's actually faster than Donnie. So if we go into lockout, then Marius takes his turn before Donnie, which is ideal. But if we don't go into lockout, then Donnie's slower than Marius, so I can reset Marius and have him do his AoE twice. So I don't know which situation is better, but I'm definitely not slowing Marius down. I'm just gonna wait until I can speed up Donnie. It's just gonna be a while, because literally, like, he's wearing Chronophage, and my Chronophage is very limited. So I need to re-roll this into speed at some point, and then the Untouchable set, like, basically double speed rolls across the board. So I need a triple speed roll, which just doesn't exist, unfortunately. Anyways, all right, let's jump in. Got plenty of time. We got 2 hours here. Let's do 10 fights for today, and then we'll call it. And my strategy at the moment basically revolves around Bayek, so he's gonna practically be used in every single fight. And I've been running because I'm running Bayek, I'm basically trying to limit myself to not limit, that's not the right term, but I'm kind of forcing myself to use accuracy based nukers so that it can't get crit. So Marius is my first pick at the moment if I have first choice. And I basically, I'm not saying I don't run Fabian, but I don't, if they pick him up, I don't worry about it. I don't first pick it anymore. And I usually just run, well, I guess he stole Donnie, but normally I run Donnie next. I'm a little concerned that he's going to go full turtles on me here. But if he does, then we could just ban, we could ban the Donnie. So since he stole Donnie from me, we're just going to go with Protection Nekret. Protect ourselves in case they're going to run some Mercurial shenanigans. So he is a lizard. Yeah, he's going full turtles. Okay. So we just banned Leo. And we can deal with the... I'll fight him for speed as well. Actually, no. If I fight him for speed, then we don't get Bayek. So I want to use Bayek here. You got to be careful with the Raft, but I think we have the advantage in this instance. I think we can run the Maria in this instance as well. Since Nekret will protect her. I could also ban the Leo, or ban the Lazarius if he's going full turtles. Oh, Predator. Wait, what? That's weird. Alright, how much Mercurial are we dealing with? Not too much. So we're gonna provoke Donnie. Never mind, he has a wand. We're gonna kill you. Oh, that's awkward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Perfect. Extra turn. Lockout. GG's. You got A1, sir. You literally have no other choice. don't know what he's waiting for. You literally have no other option. I think we A1 here, get rid of the stack. Hopefully we don't evade. Of course he does, because evasion is stupid. Predator, that's his one turn, so his evasion is gone now. Weaken up Donny Boy. Get rid of him. We're gonna leave Mikey alive. Actually, well, let's just get rid of the thing. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yep, alright. Extra turn. Locked out again. Bunch of weak hits. Unlucky. Oh my god, he's the golden elixir. Alright, one down. But yeah, so like my core draft at this point, it's centered around Bayek. So I run Marius, Maria, and Carnage. All three of them have high, well, not, you know, not high accuracy, but they have accuracy in their builds. So it's meant to be anti-crit. And then ideally they ban Marius, which leaves me with Bayek, but sometimes they do ban Bayek. It's a lot less often, but it does happen. Okay. Double temporal chains. My bike is built in protection 6-piece at the moment. Ideally 9-piece, but I don't have the gear. I want to run Siphi Rotos here. And then we're going to ban Embrys. That's an ideal, but make it work. If I'm him, oh, okay, I was like either Marius or Bayek, one of the two. So we're gonna get locked out. That's fine. I don't know why he ran double lockout, but oh, good. I was like, if this is a Mercurial Odin, we're gonna have a bit of an issue there. Like I want them to go first because it doesn't really matter. So he locks us out, he does this, whatever, that's fine. He locks us out, that's fine. I don't know what Crixie is gonna do. Oh, she's not, oh, she's slow. Interesting. Well, you messed up, sir. You have no reviver aside from Odin, I guess. Wand to submission, of course. I guess no, you're double lockout. Why are we double lockouting here? Why are you picking on my Rotos, bro? Okay, so you're gonna reset into the lockout. We're still locked out. Why are you locking out the lockout, dude? What is happening here? I'm so confused. Am I missing something? What's the strategy here? Why are we locking out like that? I still okay. There's still like 2 turns before I have my abilities back. Like I'm locked, man. All right. I don't know. Yeah, I mean the Odin killed Bayek, which is unfortunate because he has accuracy, which of course unlucky there, but there's no reviver once we kill the Odin. And then Rotos can kill anyone basically on that team, especially with the A1 or any other abilities, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. 2-0. Hilvi Fabian. Okay. So this is where I run the Donnie in case we want to keep Fabian in and we want to ban something else, like for example, 9-piece Mercurial Hilvi, which is annoying. But we might also ban somebody else. It depends. Most likely here we go Nekret and Maria, so that we have 2 triple hit array ones to break any Mercurial that's on the team, which means that we could leave Hilvi in and ban somebody else, but it kind of depends what the rest of the team is here. Oh, but I guess that would, yeah, that would sacrifice the bike, but that's fine. Potentially. I don't know. Depends what, I don't know what he's running. Running the clock. I guess that's what he's doing. Oh, another double lockout. All right, we're banning Carnage for sure. I think in this case we can actually get away with running the nice. What else? I need another support. Well, just because there's so much spirit affinity here. We're on the Nekret just in case there is some Mercurial shenanigans going on here, but we're definitely banning Carnage unless he whips out something absolutely bonkers on E5. I don't know if Hilvi Torment's the play here, sir. Ah, okay. I don't know if that's the play either. I feel like you don't really care about my reset if you have 2 lockout champions, no? Am I crazy? Would you ban Donnie there? Would you guys ban Donnie? So because we have Nice, who can revive people, we can just go for the aggro play here. So either he can try to lock me out again, which is pointless, or he could change forms and reset or cleanse the Torment, which... Okay, again with the... I don't quite understand the people with the double lockout, but whatever. Okay, Chainbreaker didn't help us out. Neither did the wand, of course, because my wands never work. They only work on the enemy team. He forgot that he has Enfeeble on. Love to see it. Now she's going to change forms. Because she has to cleanse here. Oh no, she went for block buffs. Well, that was stupid. That was very stupid. Oh, I guess he doesn't want to change forms because I'm going to kill everybody with Marius. But he's safe to do it now because he has block damage. But the Enfeeble is going to be there. I'd still do it though. Oh, we didn't kill Fabian! Rip. She only has her A1 though now because she used her other abilities. Oh, that's unlucky. I could have killed Tormund there, but doesn't matter. GG's. How's it going, SMZ? What's up, man? Alright, GG's. 3-0. 2 back-to-back double lockouts is interesting. I guess I don't have that luxury, so it doesn't make sense to do that. But it is nonetheless interesting that it hasn't worked twice in a row. I don't know. I don't get it. Especially again, if you're gonna pick double lockout, why ban the Dawning? You just lock him out twice, right? Alright, we could ban the Helvi here. Well, so yeah, no, I get that, but like, so he drafted Lockout, I drafted Donnie. He then drafted a second Lockout, and I banned neither of them, but he banned Donnie. So like, if you're gonna go double Lockout, why would you? If you know you're gonna go double Lockout, why would you ban my Resetter? You have double Lockout. You lock him out twice. That's what I don't. That's the part I don't understand. All right, we're gonna go Carnage here and Bayek. Affinity play against the Predator. I don't care about being locked out here. We just need to survive the onslaught from Predator. That's all that really matters. In fact, this way we can't get one shot no matter what. So we leave in the Fabian. I think we just get rid of Helvi, and then that way Tormund's neutered. Then we just have to just tank the Predator for one hit, and then we can retaliate. Unless this is like the craziest, relentless BS Marichka going on. If I'm him though, I would ban. He bans Bayek here. That's my guess. That would be his win con. No, he banned Carnage. Huh. Okay, my radar is off today, guys. I'm not reading people at all. My reads are wrong. Only use double lockout for Solinar. Okay, I could see that. It's a Chronophage Stone Skin. Yep, he can't crit us, so we're chilling. Let's do this. Strengthen will help us take less damage. Doesn't matter what he does, he can't kill us, and his turn is wasted. GG's. Nope. Nice try, though. There is a ticking time bomb here, though. We do need to deal with Predator soon. She wasted her cleanse, so she can't get rid of her enfeeble. Now we can enfeeble them. But of course we don't. Let's go for the reset here. She doesn't have her cleanse once again. Now we can provoke. That does nothing. That also does nothing. Kill them once. They come back. Fabian has his A2. Cleanse that off. Oh, I didn't have Block T-Bus up. He has his A2, and I guess he can Petrify Bike, but it's not going to do anything. Yep, that's fine. Because now we have increased accuracy still. GG's. Alright. Boro. We're on a roll, guys. We're on a roll. Which means this match is going to be a Kraken, and we're going to get our ass smashed into the ground. Or not. Maybe all the Krakens have finally gotten to the end of the season. Illuminati? What's Illuminati? What's going on? Okay. 6-star Lightning Cage Lazarius. That's weird. I guess he's in Stone Skin then? Maybe he's not a speed Lazarius? But he picked him first. I feel like that's a speed Lazarius. I'll assume it's a speed Lazarius for now. But I'm used to seeing intimidating presence, especially if it's 6-star. Teox? And what is this team? Alright, well, we banned Teox, because that's a bit of a hole in the strategy. I think we can get away with the Maria on this one. I have no clue where he's going. This is a really strange draft. This is very off meta. Queen of Hearts. Okay, so it's a nuking Lazarius. We can handle a nuking Lazarius. I think he bans Marius. No, he banned Bayek. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I don't know. Yeah, this is throwing me for a loop. I don't know what his plan is here. It's okay. Stone Skin Lazarius, but that doesn't tell me anything. I assume it's a nuking. Well, it has to be a nuking Lazarius. Otherwise, this team doesn't make any sense. Does he change forms off rip? No. All right, so we're at 2 buffs. This will be 6. Oh shit! I forgot about Fervor. The fact that we get 3 Fervor buffs there is crazy. I get she A1s, right? For the there's no point. Oh, why would you put the shield up? Okay, reset Maria. Kill the queen. Oh! Oh! Without increased attack, by the way. That's not going to help you, sir. GG's. Yeah, I thought I would think that why would you leave Lazarius in form 1? Am I wrong? Like, wouldn't you change forms there? You have Stone Skin, right? It's safe. No? I don't understand. I once again feel like I'm missing something, a part of his strategy that's just not clear to me. Oh well. 5-0. I mean, I guess the other part of Bayek existing is that he can also be the ban bait, and so that can be an advantage in and of itself. Even though, as we've seen, most people don't ban Bayek, but some people do. 15k, there we go, there's our Kraken. Alright, let's see it. Empowered Mythicals. Oh no, okay, Legendaries. Probably banning Shuzen, but we might leave her in depending upon who he's given the turn to. Okay, we're definitely banning Shuzen. Whoa, those wubs are way too heavy. Alright. There's a Carnage type fight. I guess we're kind of stuck with this team. This isn't great. I suspect that there is Mercurial on the Nice, which will create some problems. I expect that there is Stone Skin on the Mezzo. We have to ban Shuzen here. He's probably going to ban Marius, if I'm being honest. I'm less afraid of the Sulfurion. I don't have any Stone Skin, so he's not going to burn it off with the Sulfurion, so we could take advantage of that. We get rid of the block revive threat, the instant block revive. We're protected from, you know, Nice doing one shot on Carnage off rip. And so now it just becomes a question of, can we get enough control after they take their turn to get Carnage activated, start blocking actives and passives and spreading it around. We could lose this. It depends what their builds are. If it's Mercurial Nice, then we might be in trouble. But if it's a Stone Skin Nice, I think we can handle that. Oh, wow. Actually, very little amount of Stone Skin here. Ah, damn it. I really wanted to kill Fabian there. That was silly. All right, now we take control. We got the reset. I guess she got wanded. Or has... No, wait, we got wanded. She has the wand. Don't die. Yeah, don't kill him. Actually, no. We can't kill him. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, never mind. That's not unfortunate. What the hell? That's unlucky. Alright, GG's. Yeah, that was a gamble. But I was like, I think this reads to me like a Stone Skin Nice, not a Mercurial Nice, because he didn't instantly draft like a bunch of crazy mythicals off rip. And we had the right read. Like I said, if it was a stone skin nice, we can handle that. But if it was a 9-piece Mercurial nice, that would have been a lot more dangerous and a lot more difficult. Are we? Is this a perfect day so far? 6-0? God damn. We will pick the winner of the takeover at the end. Ah, there we go. All right, this is our whale. Okay. 6-star +4 Gizmac. I haven't seen a Gizmac in a minute, so I actually don't know what people run on him. I'd assume it's still Stone Skin Pinpoint, but I genuinely don't know. Oi, oi, alrighty. Yep, we found him. We found the Kraken, boys. We won too many in a row. We won too many in a row. This is kind of a lose-lose situation, but Commodus will just instantly kill us, because if I'm him, I'm 1000% banning the Galathir here. Yep. So, we have to ban the Insta-Bomb strat, because like, if we had block debuffs, then I could tank the Commodus, right, and get rid of the Gizmac. But we don't have block debuffs, because I knew he was going to ban Galathir, so we have to ban Commodus. Alright, we're back to understanding what the enemies are doing. So he's going to go first, obviously. This is going to be a ridiculously fast Fabian, so we're going to get locked out off rip. And it's a matter of how fast is everyone else behind. Or sorry, there's a Lazarius. Well, either way, it doesn't matter. We get locked out here. And we instantly die. Okay. Unless Enfeeble? Of course not. The good thing for us here is Lazarius is very squishy, as is Fabian. Nice try. Well, now he just killed Fabian. Oh god, of course not. Thanks, Wand. Thank you, Wand, for never working, of course. Oh, wait. That's not gonna help us. Ah, jeez, unlucky. We did, yeah. He got, how did he get two? How did Fabian attack us twice? Because we counterattacked with the True Fear that procced his passive to come back in for the second hit, maybe? Oh, unfortunate. Alright, our streak is broken. 6-1. Oof, okay. Alright, apparently the gods are not happy with one loss, so they want to give us 2 in a row. Alright. This is fine. Whenever you're ready, dude. You got first pick. Ooh, he stole my Marius. Okay, alright, alright. So, if they pick Marius, then I go Fabian. That's like automatic response, because at the very least, you know, I know that we can lock out Amarius. Probably gonna ban the Crixia, which means he might try to ban my Fabian, which is good for me at the moment. So I'm thinking that we're gonna head towards Maria. Oof. Kind of changed my plans. Crap. I was not expecting the Lammasu pick here. He's not going to ban Arbiter. So it becomes a question of how much faith do I have in my team being able to handle his team. We'll see, I guess. I don't know. At this point, you can't enter for the takeover. It's closed. But once a month, we do a PvE takeover, and if you do exclamation point takeover, that would link you to the forum that currently is closed, but it will be opening soon for next month. All right, we have no choice here. We got to gamble. Triple and Feeble. That's crazy. Not even, no, sorry. Triple and Feeble for 2 turns each time. That's insane. Wow. All right, we just lose then. Yeah, okay. He had Master Hexer proc 3 times. Isn't that crazy? 30% chance or whatever it is. It procced on everyone. That's crazy. Like, the other option there was we just, like, try to go for the double extra turn on Maria and then we can ignore Stone Skin. But that seemed like even lower percentage. We don't have to go Donnie immediately because they didn't immediately go lockout, so we don't want to preempt it if it's unnecessary. So like if we're both not going lockout, then I'm not going to worry about that, and that allows me to pivot to anti-mercurial. We're probably going to ban Lammasu again here. Well, it's not a speed. He doesn't have intimidating presence. This looks like a PvE Lammasu, so maybe we can ban one of the DPSs. We'll go anti-mercurial. Ah, okay. Get rid of the Donnie so that when we kill someone, they actually die. I assume there's some Mercurial, at least on the Lady Noelle, but it could also just be a normal stone skin one. She goes first, instant turn to I don't really know who in this case. I guess Empress. He's not gonna, unless he has like a crazy amount of accuracy, he's not gonna be able to kill us here. Oh, he does have high accuracy. Okay. So she goes for the freeze, I imagine. Yep. Okay. Last one. We are 7 and 2. Predator, okay. That's fine. We are less afraid of predators. Sort of. Kind of depends. Okay, that's Mercurial for sure. Probably Stone Skin her. We're gonna pick the Carnage because we're gonna threaten that. I will reveal the Bayek now, and then we'll see what his last two picks are. Either something worse than Predator, in case he bans Bayek, or we just ban Predator. Okay. This is Mercurial for sure. So we're gonna go with the Necret so that we can break as much Mercurial as possible. And the question then becomes, who do we want to get rid of? I think Hilvy's the biggest problem in this team. Because the block damage is the worst thing that can happen. Everything else we can probably deal with. Although it's a Lightning Cage Garrel. Maybe she has Stone Skin, not Mercurial. Ooh, miscalculation. That's not good. Okay. In this situation, there's no point attacking. There's no Mercurial, so we're just going to try and not activate Predator's passive. So we're just going to hide. If we get lucky, maybe we can break Stone Skin here. Nope. What the hell are you doing, Predator? I didn't even touch you. What is he do? What is he doing? We're not even attacking him. What is that? Oh, she decreased the duration of our increased accuracy on Carnage, which is not good. Necret's dead. If he's smart, he goes for... Oh, wow. Okay. That's a... That doesn't make any sense, actually. Unless maybe I wasn't paying attention and we lost EQ's accuracy across the board. I know Carnage didn't have it on. I know Necret was going to die no matter what. Maybe Bayek lost it too. Oh well, that happens. Counterattack mastery? Is that what it is? They made it look like it was his passive proccing, not like it was mastery, but.
CCTV footage captured in the county shows a man vanishing into thin air after a series of bizarre movements.
All right.
Online sleuths are likening it to a phenomenon from video games where players can glitch their way out of bounds. Investigators are looking into all possibilities, even no-clipping out of
Ooh. All right. Let's zoom in here. So, we get less entries this time around, but you know, less entries means you have higher chances. But we got 4 people to choose from. So 4 people entered in stuff. They are all eligible, and so yeah, we can pick the winner. And again, the winner will have their takeover next Saturday, April 25th. So we'll do the takeover stream at the last Saturday of the month. And again, there is a form that you can fill out if you want to enter in for the next month. It is not live at the moment because I closed it just so we have those submissions. But soon, it will be reopened. And you can try your shot or shoot your shot for next month in May. So, all right, let's see who the April winner is going to be. It is Juan Jick. Juan Jick. There we go. Also known as John Wick, I guess. So he may or may not, or he or she may or may not be here, but let's take a gander. Looking for, whoops. Looking for Faction Wars Normal. Okay, okay. So I assume that's progression towards Lydia. But all right, there you go. So, of course, I will announce this formally in a post on the YouTube channel. Trying to get in contact with him or her over the week. And so next weekend, part of the stream will be dedicated to that PV takeover, helping him or her work, I guess, try to get Lydia, or at least make progress towards getting Lydia. So that should be fun. I haven't done normal mode Faction Wars in a while. So that will be interesting to see. Hopefully. Alrighty. Ooh, that looks good. But with that, basically, I think that's going to do it here, folks. Unless there's any other open questions people want to ask here before, or as things wind down here. Let's see. While we do that, I will look on Twitch and see if we have somebody to raid. Wait. When did Karen start streaming? That's interesting. I don't think we've rated Authentic before. I might try him. Let me scope it out real quick. Filter on English. Let's see, he's doing a... Oh, I see, he's doing a... Oh, he has the followers only chat enabled. I hate saying that. Alright, well, my usual is Pogo, and he did raid me last week, but we'll wait a week before we pay that back, so... We will try Karen, because we have not rated her before. So, and she apparently is drawing winners for an account giveaway. So maybe you guys can win an account if that's what you're interested in. Anyways, all right. Let's clear through this stuff. But yeah, so pretty successful day-ish, maybe. I don't know. We did some Grim Forest, made some more progress there. It's hard mode, which is not that difficult for me in the end game, but I definitely will probably try a few more times at that Sacred Order stage. I think it's possible to at least beat the second wave. I think just stars need to align, which is always unfortunate that you gotta wait for that perfect situation, but I think it's possible. But just did want to keep you guys here for the next 3 hours as I iterate on that one. So, respecting your time and potentially what might not be that interesting. But yeah, if anyone's curious, I'm more or less done with the fusion. All the events are live. I need the last 3 fragments, or the last 3 sets of 25, and all the events are live. So it's Dungeon Divers Classic, and then the last Dungeon Spider. So work there. But yeah, these streams are every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Pacific time. So if you want to check it out, we'll be here next week. Once again, last Saturday of the month will be a takeover stream, and we're going to be helping someone in normal mode faction war. So if that is of interest to you, then tune in next week and we'll do that one together. But yeah, appreciate all of you for hanging out as always, and I'll catch you all in the next one.